7.4, solve linear systems by multiplying first. So this is going to basically be just like what we did yesterday, except for there's a step that comes before what we did. We're going to have to multiply one or potentially both equations by something in order to get the things to cancel. Because our goal, remember, was that we wanted like a positive y and a negative y, or a positive 2y and a negative 2y, or something like that to be able to cancel. If they had the same sign, then we were subtracting. So we're going to be multiplying these ones by some number first in order to get things to cancel. So, number 4, 3x minus 2y equals 3, and negative x plus y equals 1. So, my first thing that I always do when I look at these problems, because like when you get to a quiz or a test, it's not going to say like, oh, you need to, just combine them or whatever. Like you're going to have to look and say, okay, are any of the terms like, do they already have the same number, opposite signs, whatever? Well, do these have that? No, all of them are different, right? So I now need to pick one of them, either x or y, to get like solved and like eliminate out of the equation. So my next thing is I usually will say, okay, well, are there any of them that already have opposite signs? Well, in this case, x and y both already have opposite signs. This one's positive, this one's negative, this one's negative, this one's positive. So it really doesn't matter. But I've got to get a number that I can multiply one of these equations by to cancel the stuff out here. Well, I would choose probably y in this case because multiplying by 2 is easier than multiplying by 3, hypothetically. Really doesn't matter in this case. Sometimes one will be easier than the other. So I take this entire equation and I multiply it by 2. So I copy the top one down. So that's 3x minus 2y equals 3. Then I multiply this entire equation by 2, which gives me negative 2x plus 2y equals 2. So notice that 2 getting multiplied is by everything. The stuff on the left and on the right. So now do I have things that will cancel? Yes. Okay, the 2's will cancel, or let me rephrase, the y's will cancel, not the 2's will cancel. So that goes away. So I'm left with x equals 5. Now, I can take this and substitute it into either, but it's going into the original. Plug into original. Do you want to do the top one or the bottom one?
Bottom one. Top.
So I would typically choose the one that's not going to require multiplying and all of that. So I would use the bottom. Okay, because if I do the top, I've got to multiply, got to move it over, then I've got to divide. Whereas over here, y is already just a positive number, like positive 1, so I don't have to do anything to that. So negative 5 plus y equals 1, so y equals 6. So then my answer is 5, 6. Let's see, number 6. 10x minus 9y equals 46, and negative 2x plus 3y equals 10. So I need to pick a number that I can multiply one of the equations by so that one of the variables will cancel. So I see that the top one obviously has bigger numbers, so I should multiply the bottom one. What should I multiply by to get something to cancel? Because they already have opposite signs, so I just need to change the number. And you can do it for x or y.
I multiply by 10.
If I multiply by 10, it's not going to cancel anything. 3. You've got to get a number that when you multiply this, it is equal to one of these numbers, just with an opposite sign. So 10 is never going to work in this problem because that would give me negative 20 or positive 30. I run into the same problem. So I'm going to multiply this one by 3. So the copy the top one down, 10x minus 9y equals 46. Multiply the bottom one by 3. Negative 6x plus 9y equals 30. So now y's cancel. So I get 4x equals 76. What's 76 divided by 4? 19. 19. So then now I plug this into one of the originals. Again, I would choose the one that has the smaller number. So I would not choose the top one in this case. So negative 2 times 19 plus 3y equals 10. So that's negative 38 plus 3y equals 10. Add 38, 3y equals 48. So y equals what? 16. So my answer, my ordered pair is 19, 16.
Yeah, it was.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, guys, this is really
Guys, this is super hard.
Stop.
Shut
That's
up.
what you did last time. Stop.
You
Just
did
don't
this
say
for,
anything.
You did this for 7-2. It was hard. Okay? Shut your very. Oh,
I don't want to go. I don't want to listen to you. Yeah, in general.
This is that.
wow. Why is that like that? Just a nice way to hurt here.
Did you say hurt with
All right, so which equation should I multiply
5.
and what should I multiply it by?
5.
On which one?
Bottom.
4y.
The bottom by
Which is the bottom?
5. So 11x minus 20y equals 28. And then 15x plus 20y equals, oh gosh, that's a big number, 180. All right, so this is 26x equals 208. Let's see if this can do it for me. 208 divided by 26 equals 8.
What?
Magic!
It's
a
sorcery!
It's a witch!
Okay, boy, we need to go get one around one.
Why can't I do that?
We just write it on
You're not
paper to
magical,
give us
Grace.
the answer.
It doesn't do as much math as you would think it would do, though. It's kind of
It's
disappointing.
always just wrong.
Wait, so what math can it not do?
Give it a hard problem.
Like, it can't actually solve this. I have to work it all the way down to, like, the very end, and then it can do it.
Never mind then.
Just solve it for us.
Do like
Yo, I think that was homework so fast.
Do
That's
what?
It doesn't
Do
do
like
that.
4 free-digit multiplication and see if we can get that right.
We can pencil for us.
I hope so.
Why do it work when we can do this? This is
Oh!
You
I don't know why I just did that.
I wish paper had that option.
We should get magic pencils that doesn't work for us.
I know, I just look at dividing.
Yeah, we.
Great,
Yeah.
dividing.
Grace can really use that.
All right, I need to find y.
You need help with
So, again, I would choose the one with the smaller numbers. You can choose the one with the bigger numbers if you just really want to, but it's more work for you. So 3 times 8 plus 4y equals 36. That's not the equation, but okay. I don't. It decided it can't do it. 24 plus 4y equals 36. So 4y equals 12.
Pretty solid.
Do your magic.
So y equals 3. Insert graph. What?
Wait.
No, please, no.
Statistics.
Yeah,
Statistics.
yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
Ben. Hey, Ben, can you hear us?
So 8-3 is the solution. Now, just like with the last 3 sections we've done, if you're not sure if you did this right, you can take this and plug it in, and it should give you the same answer to show you that it works.
The teacher does it right. If the motion is right, it's wrong half the time. It's a typo.
So then why did cookie
All right,
Typo.
10. Negative 2x minus 5y equals 9, and 3x plus 11y equals 4. What's different about this
You
one?
can do the multiple
It looks
top
scary.
equation. Look at
Huh?
the multiple top equation.
That looks scary.
What are you going to multiply it by?
Yeah. A
0.
decimal.
Well, you can't. Oh.
Wait, please. Please,
No.
no decimals.
So watch. Little trick here. This is, now, there are sometimes easier numbers. In this particular one, there are not. But sometimes there are easier numbers than you doing this. But if I need, let's just say x to cancel, because I think we've canceled y and all the other ones so far. So let's say x to cancel. These have opposite signs. So if I multiply this top equation by 3 and this bottom equation by 2, so multiplying it by the opposite one, then watch what happens. Negative 6x minus 15y equals 27, and 6x plus 22y equals 8. Now what happened?
You have to
Now
Now these are the same, so they can cancel. So I end up with, what was that, 7y equals 35. If only it could solve that. So y equals 5. Now, no, I don't want you to insert a graph.
Please don't insert a graph. Insert a graph.
Maybe if you do it once, it'll stop.
No, it won't.
No,
It'll just keep it. Now,
Just want us to graph.
Yup. I wanna
this is again very key. You can plug this number into one of these modified equations. These numbers are obviously bigger because we've already multiplied it by something. So I would use one of these original ones to solve for x. So do you want to do the top one or the bottom one?
top.
All right, so negative 2x minus 5 times 5 equals 9. Negative 2x minus, whoa, that's not a minus sign. What is happening? Minus 25 equals 9. Negative 2x equals, what was that, 34. So x equals negative 17. No, yes,
Schizo.
yes. So my answer is negative 17.5.
Oh my god.
Up.
And again, all these ones are going to come out to be like nice, like even numbers, right? They're not going to be fractions. They're not going to be decimals. I'm not giving you those ones. Now, that is a possibility, but I'm not giving you those ones.
Thank you.
Wait, were there no fractions in the other one? I got like a fraction of like almost every single one.
I told you there was no fractions, Grace.
Grace, you're cooked. You're cooked. Oh my.
Dude, and I thought Sam
Oh,
was
that
cooked.
sizzled.
Grace, I told you there were no fractions. The book gives us easy
Air
base
fries.
numbers.
And I thought Sam was fried.
Sam still is fried.
Oh, yeah, not.
They're
I
fried
know
together.
this. I know how to. I don't want to be fried with Sam.
Bruh.
Alright, guys, I think I know which
Sam,
solution.
it's not that bad.
Guys,
If I'm gonna fail, let me fail individually.
Are you sure you don't want to fail with Sam?
What if we multiply by 3 and 5?
I can do that, but I want to point one thing out. If I do that, what are the signs going to be?
I don't know.
The same.
They're both going to be the same.
Oh.
So,
So one of them you multiply negative.
yes.
Yay.
So you can either multiply them, like the top one by 5, bottom one by 3, and then you can subtract like what we did yesterday. Or, to have opposite signs, I can multiply one of them by a negative. Okay? So, when I do that, I'm going to multiply this one by 5 and this one by negative 3. because I like the one on the bottom to be the negative. It doesn't really matter. Just my preference. You could have done -5, +3. So that is 35x plus 15y equals -60. And then -6x minus 15y equals, oh gosh, that's a big number.
100 negative 114.
Too many numbers.
What?
Bruh.
114.
Did it for the calculator, could I matter?
Shut up.
What did it say?
No.
I don't
You said did it before the calculator could. I'm
Bro.
All right, so now here's my new modified equations. So I've got 29x equals -174.
beat it quick.
Chop chop.
I guess it doesn't know what a
It's
division
61.
symbol looks like. That's not possible.
Do math?
No. Wait, let's see.
Oh yeah, I can't do this.
Is it?
6.
Oh,
I know it!
Well,
No, you didn't.
-6,
No, I
obviously.
actually did. I was doing the math board right
You
then.
didn't
I
say
thought
it
was
fast
6.
enough.
So it doesn't count.
Yeah.
You should have just took it again.
All
I
right.
don't want to hear you guys.
So now this can go into either original equation. Which one do you want to
The
use?
bottom one.
First one.
No, the bottom one is
The bottom.
Bottom.
So 2 times -6 plus 5y equals 38. -12 plus 5y equals 38. So 5y equals 50. So y equals 10. Stop trying to graph.
Just grab
Yo,
it.
video.
Just grab
Yeah,
it
do
once.
it
You got a
once.
video as an
You
iPad.
gotta see it. You gotta see it.
I just want to see it graph one.
I really don't want to see you.
I don't wanna see it,
I
graph.
do kind of want to see you graph.
I'm
You
gonna
damn,
have
I
nightmares
swear,
tonight.
shut your mouth.
Wait, I'm kind of.
Wait,
He's
here's
like, now I don't want to graph.
insert graph.
No.
No.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Ooh, that's nice.
That's how I like
This
it.
is what it takes to entertain us.
I think I'm gonna have nightmares
You're
again.
very easily entertained.
As soon as she hit it, we all went. Ooh.
So now the question is, can it do this?
I'm scared.
Why don't we find out?
Show the graph.
Yes, it
Oh!
can.
I knew one of those. I knew one of those.
Wait, give it double equations.
Do you have you one of those?
We
Yeah,
did.
I
We
did.
did.
I
did it
Well,
We all need one of those.
I think I'm gonna get a laptop, man.
I have one.
That's an iPad.
Where's
This is
the
an
iPad?
iPad.
Wait, you don't have one?
No, I
I
don't.
might
have
become an
one.
iPad kid then.
Why would I need?
All right, I want you to try this one on your own.
I'm
I
kidding.
know.
I thought I could just. Yeah, I was an iPad kid.
That explains a lot.
More like a TV kid, but it's fine.
All right, take a minute and try that one on your own.
Yeah, pretty.
And it doesn't matter if you cancel x or y first, your answer will still be the same.
Wait a minute. Oh.
You have a question?
Yes. Could you like do the first step?
No, because that's what you're supposed to be trying on your own right now.
This is
No,
being the
I know
purpose.
everything else. But I
You
just
have
don't know
notes.
which
No,
one.
you don't, Sam. You have
Bro, I suck at multiple keys.
Yeah,
Oh, we
really
know.
don't
We
matter.
know.
What's the point in taking notes if you can't read it, bro?
I don't.
Have you run it down? Idiot. Shut up.
I didn't read the problem. I didn't read
Alright,
the
I was
problem.
gonna go for a leap.
I'm just gonna guess and say 812.
No.
Hey, you can't.
That's right.
Oh,
That
baby,
should
if
be
you're
so
gonna guess,
funny.
you can't say that out loud, dude.
Yeah, that would be so funny if it was right.
It probably isn't.
I don't know. Yeah, we know.
Oh, wait.
Really big numbers.
Grace.
Oh, I got
end up in a fraction or a
Grace.
decimal, and we're doing it wrong.
I think it's too
I
late.
think I'm on the wrong track. It hasn't turned into a
If
fraction.
it ends up in a decimal, I'm gonna laugh.
She gonna be like, I can't divide it.
Oh, that's some big
Alright, I'm
numbers.
gonna go for a leap.
No, the glasses look, bro. Turn the glasses. Fix the glasses.
Fix the glass.
This is a lot of math, this one.
Bro.
So you fix it.
Yeah.
I'm not even past my
100,
multiplication.
Yes,
144.
you did.
Yeah, these were some big numbers.
Not an easier problem.
Thank goodness we don't have to grab
operator. You
I mean, the answer isn't big, but the numbers in between were big.
156,
Calm down.
168.
shut your.
Ow.
Dang.
I probably hurt you more than it hurt me.
No, I.
We just stopped.
He's like crying right now.
No, Grace just
He's so upset right now.
It's okay over you. Justice for over you.
I know you cannot be talking, Grace.
You were the main one that bullied the video.
What?
The what's crazy?
What? That's crazy.
No, she bullies Sam.
I don't
They're
believe
bullying
it. I think it's wrong.
I think I got something wrong, guys.
Well, check your numbers back in one of the original equations and see if it works.
Figure it
Check
out.
it in one that you didn't
Figure
use to solve for X or Y.
130. I thank you.
I didn't even hear the question. That's you.
Grace is a freak.
Yeah.
12 times 11.
Oh, that's.
You're
Is
actually.
it actually?
Yes,
Yes.
it's 132.
No way. She.
Why would I give you the
Oh
wrong
my
answer?
God, Grace.
If I
No.
knew it.
Y'all call me
Bruh.
stupid, so.
I mean.
I'm just gonna stop working because I know I'm just gonna like get a ton of stuff wrong and then I'm gonna have to erase and rewrite.
Yeah, I definitely got it wrong.
Shut
Oh,
up,
no, I
Grace.
forgot.
Nobody wants to hear that.
Okay, shut up.
Oh, I got it!
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Alright, then say the answer.
I'm sure you how great. Wait, wait.
See?
Wait, bro. I gotta get my answer real quick.
Okay.
You just
Okay,
said that you
X,
got it.
X
I
is.
use your mind.
Wait a minute. You're trying to get the answer. I'm falling for
No,
this.
I'm not. I know what.
Sam, she doesn't trust your answers. So she
All right, what do we get?
Honestly, I got one. I got one negative. I got one too.
Same. I got.
I did the math wrong, but I got one too.
Yeah.
What did you
I
do?
did the math wrong. I should guess.
Hey,
I just
Grace
guessed
is
one
more.
I got 2 for X somehow.
Hey! I guess
Yeah,
I did the math horribly wrong.
Oh.
So I canceled Y. You could have done X. It really didn't matter. So multiplied the top one by 11, bottom one by 7. Gave me these two new equations here. I worked down. I got 76x equals 76. So X equals 1. And then I used the top equation, plugged in 1 for X. So 12 times 1 minus 7y equals negative 2. Negative 7y equals negative 14. So Y equals 2. Yes.
Is it also possible to do with
I'm gonna go
both
home
of them
tonight.
being negatives? Because I did both of them as negatives and still got the same thing. I did negative 11 and negative 7.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do that, but you can.
It's just the first thing that came to me, so I did it.
Well, if both are negative, then both can be positive, which would be easier, but that's fine.
I was being stupid. Dumb.
Yes.
Is it possible to do it with 8 and 12?
Yes.
Okay.
You would have just multiplied the top one by 8 and the bottom one by 12, and then you should, but you would have gotten the same
That
answer.
would explain my very big answer.
I think we're gonna get it wrong.
Very big numbers.
Wait.
1, 2.
If I did that, I would have started with
Big numbers.
84x
Oh, I don't
minus
believe this.
56y equals negative 16 and negative 84x. So gosh, minus 132. Wait, is that 132?
Wait a minute, wait a minute. It was Grace's word.
What?
Wait, so
I
you
wasn't
multiply
even
8
in
by
the
12, right?
conversation. Wait, 8 times. Wait, 8
Wait,
times.
isn't 8 times 12 96?
Yeah, it's 96. It's not 84.
Yeah, that. I don't know.
Cookie point.
Cookie for.
Is that our first?
That's on me.
No,
No,
wait,
wait,
I figured it
That's on
out.
me. Give me the cookie point.
I figured it out.
But
It's
you
for
figured
all
it
of
out.
us, Sam. The cream
Sam,
is for
Ovidio
all of
figured
us.
it out.
Yeah.
Ovidio pointed it
But no,
out.
it was in my head.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
I didn't
no.
want to say anything. I just gave you the cookie point.
Anyways,
I'm feeling generous.
The way you say this crap was
Guys, we're not gonna get it.
He's
He's
like
like,
quiet.
He was like, you know, I just.
I'm sorry.
This would be your equations that you would be using if that was what you did, though. You still should have got the same answer.
Oh, so I was in the right.
Wait, so I don't know how the cookie
Thank
point
you,
work.
thank you, thank you.
How many cookie points do we have?
How does the cookie point even work?
Oh.
When did we get the other 3 cookie points?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, the other 2 was me.
No,
it
I
wasn't.
helped him out.
No,
so-
no, Abby Jones.
Here we go.
It was Abby
It was
Jones.
Abby Jones. I think.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I hope I was Jones. I almost forgot. Terrible.
I think she's helping you.
Sam, you can't even do a problem on the board.
You went up there. You went up there to help me, and you failed. Okay.
Not my
Oh,
past
no.
self. Not my
Okay,
past self.
right,
Can we
we
just
just
forget the
spelled
past?
sir.
Like,
But yeah,
oh
she
my
tried to
goodness.
spell it. He was
Are
like
you a new man?
ANWSER.
Then you're not an alpha.
no, I never said that.
I think.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Zip it. All right, this one is a little bit different, okay? Now, the method that we have been using by multiplying, like say by the top one by 8 and the bottom one by 7 to cancel x will still work. But there is a better choice to use if I cancel y, okay? Now, I'm not going to multiply the top one by 15 and the bottom one by 2, or 10, whatever. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to multiply the top one by 3 and the bottom one by -2. What's going to happen when I do that? They're going to be 30 and -30. Okay, so sometimes there's a smaller number that you can use that's easier. Now, the method we've been using is foolproof. It will work on every single problem. But sometimes choosing a smaller number will just make your numbers easier to work with. So I'm going to multiply this one by 3 and the bottom one by -2 so that I have opposite signs. So I get -21x plus 30y equals 33. And then I've got 16x minus 30y equals 68, -68. So y's cancel, so I've got -5x equals, what was that, 35, -35. So x equals 7. You want to do it in the top or the bottom?
Top.
So
Oh, yeah,
-8 times 7 plus 15y equals 34. -56 plus 15y equals 34. 15y equals 90. Yeah. So y equals what? So this is 7, 6. Okay, so if there's a simpler number you can use to get two things that will multiply and be the same, you can absolutely do that. Obviously, we had ones early on that we just had to multiply one of them by something. That's still a possibility too, so just make sure you're watching for that. Now, you can multiply things by fractions to try to get things to cancel. I think that's harder, which is why I don't show that way. Most people don't like using that. When I had a teacher that made us do that, I was like, why are we doing this? We can just multiply both of them and make it easier. Yes.
How do you get 3 and -2?
What?
How do you get the, when you were multiplying first, you got 3.
Would somebody like to explain to him, since apparently he wasn't listening?
I can.
No. So
Okay,
No, I don't want to hear from you.
Sam. Okay, Sam.
Okay.
We decided that instead of multiplying by 10 and 15, we could just get 30 and -30 because they're already opposites. Instead of having to multiply by like -10 and 15.
Yeah.
And then they cancel out.
Sam, we
So
just
then we
picked
solve for
numbers
x.
so that when we multiplied, it would, the y's would equal up and they would still be. So we
Like,
use
like,
smaller
that's how they
numbers
measure, but
instead
not.
of getting 150 and they'd be different signs so that we could use the x.
Okay. Yeah.
Sam, why do you break this up?
Yeah, we haven't done this.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, Vinny, you have any paper for me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Wait a minute.
We got like
Oh, let's go. I just do it during grade 8.
Oh.
All right, there's your problems now. On Tuesday, we're gonna do some review stuff of like what we've done. I don't know if any of y'all have looked at the weather, but they're calling for a ton of snow next week. Okay, so tentatively, next Friday we are going to have a quiz on this stuff. If for some reason we are out of school, as long as we have school on Tuesday, then whenever we return, because they're calling for a lot of snow on Wednesday and Thursday, which would probably mean we wouldn't have school on Friday, whatever day we would return, you would have a quiz. Okay? So, but I'm going to watch the weather. The school will be watching the weather. I'm not getting my hopes up because last time they said we were going to get 6 inches of snow and we got like 2. This time they're saying we're going to get like 16 to 18, and I just don't know that I believe that. So,
We haven't got like
the groundhog said we were having an early spring, and it doesn't look promising. So,
How about no, you said we're having a late winter. You said we're having a late
I don't know. I don't care.
The weather report is
16
lying
through
to
18.
us.
Anyway.
I mean, it's not like it
Maybe
changes
8.
anything.
That's
The
still
last time I had
such
this
a
much
That's
snow, it was the year of my great
I
granddad.
guarantee you.
Well, except for it's really throwing off the varsity tournaments that are supposed to be next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then state the following week.
It's 2022